Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hi students, today we discuss about the extension of the ellipse. So we have taken in the previous class about the ellipse. The equation x square by a square plus y square by b square is 1. And shape, whether it is in vertical axis extended or horizontal axis extended. And 2 points I told importantly. One is the equation which gives you the shape. Other is eccentric relation. And the third one, most important, f1p plus f2p remains constant, which gives rise to the shape. Under given values of a and b, for different values of x, you got the shape. So now the special case of this is, if I put a equal to b, the equation turn out to be x square by a square plus y square by a square is 1. Or x square plus y square is equal to a square, or if r is called radius, which may be a here, I can write the standard equation of a circle as r square that you learned in high school. Ellipse is converted into a circle if both variables are constants, but different values. Now if they take the same value, the graph obtained will be, the locus is converting into a circular shape. We get a perfect circle with origin the value x. This is the radius of the circle. Ellipse relation converted into an equation for circle. If a equal to b, semi-major axis become equal to semi-minor axis. See, the locus will be equal in all quadrant of the graph or coordinate system. Any quadrant y variation and x variation become equal. Semi-major axis equal to semi-minor axis in all parts of the quadrants, first, third or fourth quadrant, then it describes a shape which we call it as a circle. If they are different, it will give ellipse. If they are same, we got the circle. And sometimes in most general equation also using in mathematics, y minus y1 whole square equal to r square. The center of the circle is not at the origin, so center may be at some point. These are the coordinates x1, y1, where this is the x1 and this is y1 and center, but radius is r. Center of the circle has coordinates x1 and y1. We can represent geometrically. Origin is shifted of the center of the circle is shifted to point x1, y1. So the equation is important. I am not going to solve here problems as we seen in case of a parabola or the straight line. As we enter to physics, we will go through, but equations helping us to conclude the shape and also some results to draw in physics. This is ellipse. This is the equation for x square plus y square equal to r square, or x minus x1 whole square, y minus y1 whole square equal to r square is a circle. In this case, center of the circle is at the origin of coordinate system, intersection of the y and x axis. If it is the form, center of the circle is somewhere, the coordinate of the center of the circle are x1 and y1. So small changes if I did, we get another type of curve that we are calling it as a hyperbola. Fourth one. So we are going to see this. The nature of curves are most important for us. Even in case of circle, the two equations you have to remember regarding area, that area of the circle is pi r square, where r is the radius of the circle. So this equation, instead of that, if I written as x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1, leads to the shape that we are getting is called as a hyperbola. The shape of the curve that appears on the graph. Suppose if I take a equal to b, this equation can be written as x square minus y square equal to a square, 1. Or if I take it 0, then y is equal to plus or minus b by a into x. This data why I am using. Suppose if I substitute the values, the graph that is coming here, y-axis and x-axis, so if I substitute the different values for this and you will get a curve almost similar to, appears to be parabola but not a parabola. The curve is extending to infinity and it is not meeting to the center. The vertex is away from the center at a definite point. This is the vertex of the curve, where I take y is equal to x if b is equal to a is equal to 1. A simple case, if I take b equal to a equal to 1, y equal to plus x. So you have a line here. It can extend up to that. So it is called as asymptote. Y is equal to x. And similarly, if I take y equal to minus x, another asymptote we will get. And curve here appear to be extending to infinity. And this is the vertex. Y is equal to minus x. And this distance from the intersection of the coordinate system origin is a. If they are different, a and b are different, this axis is called as a transverse axis in mathematics. And this axis is called as a conjugate. So the points B may be lying here if they are separate. If B is equal to A, this also come to be on the vertical axis or conjugate axis. And it is, when you see that is ellipse, the shape is like this. To remember, I am saying, I am not a strong man in mathematics, but I am saying only to, as a physics concern, to remember. So if I cut the ellipse at the middle and reverse it, so you will get the shape. Foci are two. Here also there are two foci, F1 and F2. So you got some shape which is coming now under this equation, only one change. So that is ellipse. If you made A equal to B, become a circle. When A equal to B, this converting into a circle. So now if plus sign you made it as minus sign, you got a shape. This shape which we are getting is called as a hyperbola. Hyperbola we call as, this is the distance A, vertices position. What is required in physics? There are many terms we are learning in coordinate geometry, in mathematics, in PUC, in first PUC itself. But the terms in the beginning I told necessary for physics only I am considering. But most importantly, we required a type of curve to generate that. Here what I would do is, one thing I told you, b equal to a equal to 1. And here also to find the foci, the eccentricity is required. If you come for the eccentricity relation, it is root of 1 plus b square by a square, where a and b are when this is equal to root 2, is a condition to get the rectangular hyperbola. To get the rectangular hyperbola, eccentricity relation is root 2. In case of here it is minus, we taken 1 minus b square minus a square, or a square minus b square. Here it made plus, otherwise a square plus b square by a square, same. And again asymptotes, what I am saying, these two asymptotes in that case, asymptotes are at 90 degree perpendicular to each other. Condition to get this rectangular hyperbola, that is why rectangular we say, that is 90 degree, they are perpendicular to each other. So with this condition, our necessary curves, oftenly we are seeing in physics and saying that this quantity is varying like this. What I have to do is just to turn this by 45 degree. Asymptotes turn by 45 degree. So the curve we will get. So I will wipe it out. Before that, I hope you are followed. We got hyperbola. If the equation is of the form x square by a square minus y square by b square is 1. If a equal to b, I got this equation also true. And b equal to a equal to 1 I made. And when put n 1 equal to 0, this equal to 0 and limits I got, that curve we get y equal to x and y equal to minus x. These lines are called as the asymptotes of the hyperbola, extending the curve to infinity. But the curve, if you see, it is appear to be like a parabola, but not a parabola. It cannot go to the center. So this distance we measured as a vertex to the center of the axis. That a eccentricity required to measure this distance, in case of geometry you will learn all those. So eccentricity relation is 1 plus b square by a square. To call it as a rectangular hyperbola, a must be equal to b, where it become root 2. Under that condition, again these two become, two asymptotes should be perpendicular to each other is the minimum condition. Now I rotate this axis by 45 degree anti-clockwise, not AC, anti-clockwise. So I remove it. Please note down, I come to that shape. So when I turned it by 45 degree, see the curve, I am showing earlierly like this, just I am showing curve is like this, symmetric on either side. Now when it turned, these are the asymptotes we drawn, turned by 45 degree. So now the curve will be appearing like this. Really to speak, what these become is, coordinates are nothing but asymptotes. See, turned by 45 degree, y-axis is one asymptote, x-axis is another asymptote comes. They are already 90 degree, you know that, but I am taking as y-axis. Now this quantity, if you take, varies up to infinity. Under these conditions, applying this, I can write one equation, xy is equal to a square by 2, which may be called as a c square. Here onwards, I am taking this condition as xy equal to c square is an expression for rectangular hyperbola. So this distance, it is a origin. This distance, as previously we taken a from here to here or here. So this point is a. If I called this as c and this as a c. So applying your Pythagoras theorem, you can write 2c square is equal to a square or c square equal to a square by 2. That's what I taken here. I brought c. What c is nothing but root a by root 2 or c square equal to a square by 2. When you turn the shape that is appearing on this graph, we call it as a rectangular hyperbolic variation. How? C is a constant. Because this is constant, it does not change us at all. A, however turn and position of A is fixed. Here root 2 is constant, it remains a constant. It does not change value. So therefore, rectangular hyperbola, you can get a curve where we can see that y is inversely proportional to x. In physics, we discuss many physical quantities. When y varies inversely with x, we say that physical quantity, if we draw the curve, the variation will be of this curve, or if it is minus term, then it will be going like this curve. So we can see the graph, either it may be of the form in the second quadrant or third quadrant or first quadrant, or it may be in the third. The curve of this shape, what I am showing, is called rectangular hyperbola. That rectangular hyperbola equation is this. It is hyperbolic equation and y inversely related to x. So our importance is here. If any physical equation of this form, x and y are variable, c is a constant, y is inversely with x or x is inversely with y, the graph that is appearing on the screen is equal to this form. It may be in any quadrant. Then we say the variation is a rectangular hyperbola. If in entrance the question comes, equation is given and physical relation is given and they given the four graphs, what is the right graph you have to tick off is of this form. Or they given the graph and asking the equation, which equation it suits is this equation. I hope you are understood this. So we coming to the 2-3 similar graphs without going with directly going the equation. I am coming to concluding the graph part. So you come to know, if y into x is equal to c square, where we see y is inversely with x, shape is a rectangular hyperbola. The curve we drawn, x versus y. As x increases, y goes on decreases. So the curve which shown is y is inversely with x. In the same I show you another equation. We can see yx square equal to c, where we see that y is inversely with x square. I hope you are understanding x square. Similar to that, the curves in physics necessary. Every time of x square, it is inversely with x. If you put 1, y is inversely with 1. If you put 1, y is inversely with the, not changes. But if you take value 2 for x, y is inversely with the 2, half. Value of y become half. Here value of y become 1 by 4. That means their half 1 by 4. Double time it decreases. Y is decreasing. The curve now I am showing for this will be similar type but faster. This curve y is inversely with the x square comparison I am giving you. So this curve which I am plotting is for the y equal to y inversely with x square, and this curve is slow variation, y is inversely with x. Slight variations we are seeing in that. Sometimes in comparison of graphs also comes, we must know that y inversely with x, y varies inversely with the square of x. And similarly the other functions x versus y. If you given equation y is equal to e power minus ax, a is a constant. Is e term is what we call it as a exponent. Exponent, fast rate variation, exponent term we use in mathematics. So if minus sign indicates it is nothing but I can write it as e power ax. Exponentially y value is decreasing if you are going x. Exponential means very fast is large magnitude. Suppose now we are in the corona period. Today we have one case in corona. One spike we are seeing today. Tomorrow it is come to 10. Tomorrow it may be 1,000. Day after tomorrow 10,000. Within 5 days it become lakh, means we say corona spike rate is increasing at exponential order. I think you followed. Such a way here, this exponentially decreases, the curve will be going like this. The curve is of that shape. If it is y is equal to e power ax plus, now the curve is coming to be like this, increasing order. So these are the some shapes we have shown. I started with straight line, necessary equation, and how the geometrically we see the graphs. Then come to the parabola and the ellipse, circle, hyperbola, rectangular hyperbola, and y inversely with x and y inversely with x square. Further, exponential variation of a quantity related to x. We shown decreasing exponential and exponential increasing. These y and x are variable physical quantities. If you take, they may become any physical quantity in our discussions in physics classes. But when you see the equation of that form, you have to come to first know what formula it is. And that relation makes you to think, recapitulate the nature of the curve. If you understood the nature of the curve, many informations you will get as you enter to physics, will understand. With this I conclude, but conclusion part I write. Before that, I hope here 4 different curves are plotted. One with rectangular hyperbola, with one inversely with x square, and with exponentially decreasing and exponential increasing curves. Note it down. So, hi students, let us conclude from this. In case of graph, if you see the equations, first let us see the equation is y ay plus bx plus c equal to 0 or y equal to mx plus c or x by a plus y by b equal to 1. This is of the form, the graph is a straight line graph. Curve is a straight line. Equation of these forms. The second you come to know, ax square plus bx plus c equal to y or y equal to ax square or y equal to ax square minus bx or plus or minus bx it may be. So it is a parabola. And third you come to know x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 leads to ellipse. And fourth, x square plus y square is equal to a square leads to a circle. And again x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1 is a hyperbola. And xy equal to c square is a equation for rectangular hyperbola. This is in mind. This equation directly make you to think what type of curve it is. Then many conclusion may be obtaining. With this knowledge, let us see some examples how we can go through with physics and maths also. Then we conclude the graph part, enter to trigonometric function. Let us take an example 1. Three x plus 2y is equal to 8. Ax plus by equal to c. Immediately we can say it is a straight line curve. Locus of the points obtaining from this equation is a straight line. Suppose you want the conditions as we have discussed, 2y is equal to 8 minus 3x or y is equal to 4 minus 3 by 2 x clearly indicates comparing y is equal to c plus cmx. See, the y-intercept is going to be equal to 4 and this as a slope m equal to minus 3 by 2. So we obtained the slope as good as y-intercept and equation is a straight line. If you plot, we will get a straight line curve. So let us come to the example number 2. Please note it down. Let's come to this. So let us take 9x square plus 16x is equal to 144, 16y square, not x. 9x square plus 16y square equal to 144. On seeing it seems to be something, but we can get the type dividing throughout by 144 plus 16y square by 144. This become 1. Our aim is to get equation 1 right hand side. So x square by 9 1 times 54 16 plus y square is 9 times equal to 1. On seeing this, you come to know the locus of this equation is a ellipse, because it is x square by a square plus y square by b square is 1, where a is equal to 9, a square is 9, b square is equal to, a square is 16 and 9, which makes a is equal to plus or minus 4 and b is equal to plus or minus 3. So we got a, b values and shape of the curve, we got this. That's what, by seeing equation, what the curve is and what are the values of a and b can be obtained from that. Note down. Let us go to the next. Take those two. So next, take the example 2x square minus y equal to 0. If you write y is equal to 2x square, y equal to ax square is one formula. What is that one? Equation for y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, which shape we are saying is nothing but a parabola with the value of a is equal to 2. Equation for parabola, and that is equal to constant of that equation here 2 is a value, constant value a equal to 2. Let us take the another example, y minus 4x plus 2x square equal to 0. Tell me, think and tell me what it is. Y minus 4x, 2x square equal to 0. Which form it is? Or you can write y is equal to 4x minus 2x square. What it is? Y is equal to ax minus bx square is a parabola. What are the values of a? Is 4 and b is equal to 2. Ax square plus bx square, it may be minus 2. b is minus 2, a is 4. So I got it is a parabola and values of constants. So let this mathematical assume, let us come to some problems. So I am writing down on the board for your conveniency. Let us take this example. Coordinates of a particle moving in xy plane vary with time as x is equal to 4t. X is equal to 4t and y is equal to 8t plus 3. Identify the curve traced. That in mathematics you are calling it as a locus. Biparticle and find its equation. So read carefully the question and you have to find out, identify the curve trace means shape of the curve, and also find its equation necessary. So a particle is moving in the xy plane. Particle is in motion in this plane. So that given the two equations to understand, x is equal to 4t, dependent, x is dependent on time, y is also dependent on time, 8t plus 3. To get the shape of the curve, our first priority is we have to change t, because graph is between x and y. Graph is between x and y means variation should be between x and y, t should not be. We have to remove the t. To eliminate t, let us write t is equal to 8 by 4 according to this equation. T equal to 8 by 4. So you can substitute here, t equal to x by 4, not 8 by 4, x by 4. Y is equal to 8 into x by 4 plus 3, or y is equal to 2x plus 3. The last is obtained first for us. This is the necessary equation we got. And what is the locus? Y is equal to ax plus b. Y is equal to mx plus c. The locus is a straight line. Y-intercept is 3. I am roughly drawing positive intercept. Therefore, the curve may be like this. It is not guaranteed, but just I draw a curve to understand. Y equal to 2x plus 3. Straight line curve. Locus is a straight line. And equation is y equal to 2x plus 3 is the answer. I hope you are given coordinates of a particle, a moving in the xy plane, related to x and y, both are time dependent, both are varying with respect to time x and y. We have to get the equation, how relation between y and x, which made us to understand this is a straight line with the equation. So we can get the slope. As you know, slope is 2 and also c value and other factors we discussed as in the previous case. But in these problems, 2 points asked. One is about nature of curve and other is about the equation. Note it down. So let us take another question. The coordinate of a particle moving in xy plane vary with the time t as x is equal to 8 plus 2 and y is equal to 4t. Find locus of the particle and equation for that relation. So when you study here, similar one, we have to get the equation as good as the shape of the curve locus. You are given the two independent relations, the variation of the position of the particle with respect to time, 8t plus 2, sorry, x equal to 8t square, not that one, it is 8t square. Given x is equal to 8t square and y is equal to 4t. It is easy to substitute y into x, which implies here I have to eliminate time t as previously stated because we have to study only y with x. The third variable has to be merged with the other two. So therefore eliminating for this possible t equal to y by 4. Then this equation can be written as x is equal to 8t square, which is 8 into y by 4 whole square. So x is equal to 8 by 16 y square or half y square. X is equal to half y square. Half is a constant. This is almost resembles with the ax square equation that given to you, obtained, and locus that what they are asking is nothing but a parabola. Locus is a parabola, y equal to x square. What is the equation for that is x is equal to half y square or y square is equal to 2x. You can write even like this, y square is equal to 2x, no problem. It's an equation of a parabola. Let us take another example. Coordinates of a particle moving in xy plane is given by x is equal to a sin theta and y is equal to b cos theta. Find the locus of the particle and necessary equation. What is the nature of the graph that can be obtained along with the nature of the equation? X and y, here variable is theta, a and b may be constant. X and y are variable, theta is also a variable. In previous cases we have seen the time is variable. Here theta is variable, we have to remove that. I hope you are knowing one, because before thinking that you cannot think about what to do. You studied in mathematics in the high school that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Very excellent relation, help you here to get the equation easily. I hope while writing that your mind worked what can be done. Because you have to square this. First if I square, x square can be written as a square sin square theta, y square can be written as b square sin square theta, right? So if you add the two, x square plus y square, this a square sin square theta, I think y is also 8 variation, I will go through once again. Okay, same, no problem. A square sin square theta plus b square cos square theta. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. How can you get that? You divide, b square you bring out, or a square can bring out, cos square sin square theta. I can make it easy problem. Instead of going like that, let us take this as b only, no problem. If I divide by so other line, one correction I do here. What is x square by a square plus y square by b square? Become easy rather than changing the value. Xy square by a square is sin square theta. Y square by b square is cos square theta. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Therefore, x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. So, your necessary equation is obtained. So, this equation is nothing but ellipse. And necessary equation we got. Here sin square theta cos square theta is 1. X square a square, we squared it. X square by a square is sin square theta plus y square by b square is cos square theta. Let sin square theta, this is cos square theta, y square b square cos square theta, x square by a square, we got the answer. This equation is equation of ellipse and corresponding equation is also we got. Shape locus, here locus is this and equation is the Let us see the other, note it down. So next example 4. So take the locus of the particle, find the locus for root x is equal to y plus 2. What you have to do is square it. X is equal to y plus 2 whole square. X is equal to y square plus 4 plus 2ab, that is in 4y. Or you can write it as x is equal to y square plus 4y plus 4. So it is nothing but a parabola equation in terms of x variation. Here y is varying with x square plus y plus c. Y is equal to x square plus bx plus c. Here x is equal to ay square plus bx plus c is a parabola. So note down. Next let us see another one. Find again the locus. Root x is equal to 4t and y is equal to 2t. Similar equation you can think. And what the type of curve is. Locus means you have to trace the curve. Again I am saying this, if you square x is equal to 16t square you get in the solution part. T has to remove because x and y is the variables. We have to removing t possible. T is equal to y by 2. Substituting here 16 into y by 2 whole square. That becomes 16 by 4y square or equal to 4y square, where I can write it as x equal to 4y square. This is nothing but a parabola. You have a standard equation, x is equal to ay square. So thus, with mathematical backgrounds, I given some solutions. When we come to the physics, we look into. These are the some equations. We started from straight line, we come to parabola and then enter to the ellipse, hyperbola, rectangular hyperbola, and even the standard curves like ellipse and circle we discussed. Before going to trigonometry, you have learned many solid relations, like in case of a two-dimensional curves like circle, ellipse, square, rectangle, trapezium, and even parallelogram, or even solid shapes. We want some relations for volume and surface areas like sphere, or it may be a cylinder, or it may be a cone and all. We can discuss those in the next class and enter into the trigonometric function. Thank you for all.